What's up, guys? It's your girl Philo, and this is Philo's Corner. Thank you so much, guys, for your love, your subscriptions, your views. Asante sana. So, guys, in this particular segment, I'm going to share about my morning, actually my daily morning routine. EAT time, it's actually 4:30. It's still very early, but I need to be at work at 8. Most cases at 8, but there's some days I need to be at work at around 7:30, 7:45, but mostly by 8 it's fine. So I'm going to take you through my first 1 hour 30 minutes in the morning, what I do. And I believe if you try it, it will work out for you, and it will actually be a very good morning for you. So one thing I love is meditating, as in I just love it. When it comes to meditation, it's all about thinking about myself, my relationship with God, and so forth. So how am I going to start my day? Because I'm going to deal with kids. Actually, I'm not really kids, but teenagers, and you really need to be very careful because you might utter some words and they might damage a student forever. And I always try to ensure that I am this particular teacher who always speaks positive to a student. Why? Of course, no one wants curses, so why should I curse somebody's kid? So, and these teenagers can easily irritate you, so you need to ask for God to give you wisdom and patience, so that, and again, understanding, so that if you combine all these together, you can be able to have these teenagers as your friends. Because again, it doesn't make sense to go and have to live around with your enemies. So one, I have to make sure that my students are my friends that I actually look upon to seeing every time. I'm like, oh, I want to go and see these girls, I want to go and see these boys. So that is how they should be friends. Like, you need to miss your learners. So one thing I do, I actually, before I do prayers, because my prayers are the last thing I'll do, then leave now, then start freshening up, taking breakfast, and so forth. So personally, I'm reading this book, Making the Most of Yourself. This one, let me twist the camera kidogo for you. Right there. No, that's bad. Yeah, fine. So I'm doing Making the Most of Yourself by Gail Cox and Shayla Dando. So this book is talking about more about your positivity. Remember, you cannot live a positive life with a negative mind and a negative attitude. And I always say that this life is all about a reality that has to be experienced. It's not a problem that you have to solve. So you ought to be very positive with life. So this book will help you to know, or rather to have more control over your life, do more about self-awareness and solving your personal problems, and feeling more confident, and developing self-love. So I'll do probably a page or two. Remember, I'm not reading for an exam or anything, just reading to get something. So I'll read a page or two. Then once I'm through with this book, reading this book, the next thing I'll do, I'll have in this book, where is it? This one. This book, it's actually an exercise book that I covered. I do write my daily quotes. Like every particular morning, every particular morning I have to get a quote like that will keep me going all through. So I just have to write something so that I can just learn, and it will keep my day. It will actually tend to motivate me. Like here I have a quote that says, you cannot stop the waves, but you can learn to surf, similar to the one that you can adjust your sails. And then do not give up. The beginning is always the hardest. So that means in any particular thing I feel like, oh, I feel like I want to quit, then this encourages me. Then another one, if you're born poor, it's not your mistake, but if you die poor, it's your mistake. So again, this keeps me and helps me, or rather it motivates me to work hard during the day, and so many more. So another one, like, this is my best. It says, dear God, I want to take a minute not to ask for anything from you, but simply to say thank you for all that you gave me. How many times do we always pray and you're like, God, I want this, God, do this for me, God, do this and this and this and this for me. But how many times do we come back and we're like, God, today I'm not praying, or today I'm not asking for anything, but I just want to say thank you for everything that you have done. So basically, this is how I start my morning. Then once I'm through, I'll do my chaplet of the divine mercy, and above that, apart from that, I'll also have this prayer. It's called the Serenity Prayer. It's actually a very, very nice prayer, and it says, for those who don't know it, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardship as the pathway to peace, taking as Jesus did the sinful world as it is, not as I would have it, trusting that he will make all things right if I surrender to his will, that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with him forever in the next. Amen. So this is called the Serenity Prayer. So this is how I start my morning every day, and once I'm through, then I can do my prayers, and once I do my prayers, time will be up, and then I freshen up, take my breakfast, and leave to work. So as always, just in case you're new, please don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to share. Thank you so much, guys.